Is this thing on? Huh. Hey guys, welcome back to Nothing Fancy Acres. We know it's been a while, but we've just been really busy, focused on things in front of us, behind us, next to us, above us, below us, and every which way. And unfortunately, that just doesn't give us much time to do the content creating. But if you haven't checked us out on Facebook yet, we're there. That's like a weekly, sometimes daily type thing. We're still active. We're still hanging out. We're just not doing the long form content videos as much. But anyway, beyond that, uh, yeah, a lot has changed here. So we're gonna do a quick walk around, and then I'm gonna show you guys our new addition. So I think the last time y'all were with us, this had already been moved. What we didn't have was these guys. We've got Jasmine, Brady, Milk Dud, and Oliver. We also have this sweet palette structure that I made, and that was a whole thing. But anyway, it all worked out. It was a real nightmare. And then I did 6-foot T posts all the way around, solar electric fence, and then 2 strands. One at just about ground level, and then one, I don't know, 3 feet above. It keeps these guys in, and quite frankly, like they're pretty well entertained. I've got a little seesaw for them. There's a barrel that just kind of hangs out, some tires. We also made this little pallet swing. Good friend of us gave us. Oh, a good friend of ours gave us that pallet. Thing's pretty solid. So anyway, yep. So there's our new add-ons, and then we're gonna go check out the peepers because we got some of those too. Say hi, Amanda. All right. So we are here in the first stall, which for the past year we've been pretty much just using as like a tack room, feed room. We had hay in it for a while, but now we've got these. So I think it's what, 11? 11 peepers. We've got some bantams. We've got some olive eggers. The olive egger's a little shy. There she is. She's the biggest one. You can't miss her. There's another one somewhere around. But anyway, we've tossed around the idea of having more chickens. And eventually we just kind of decided, why not? We're selling enough eggs to break even. And, so why not? There's going to be more people that want eggs. And we really enjoy having chickens. They're easy, they're low maintenance. They're not the cleanest, but they're fun to have around. So this is what I did for their little setup. Basically took a old Harbor Freight wagon that had flat tires. I said, well, I don't really have much of a use for it because it has flat tires. And just took some chicken wire, zip tied it all to the sides, made a plywood topper for it. And then that screen, I believe, was up in my grandfather's garden, but I can't quite remember anymore. And we had the rest of this stuff left over from the first round. So they seem pretty content. Um, what else have we got going on? Oh, so we recently did hay. So we got 50 bales off of this cut. Not the highest quality, but that's okay. We'll make it work. It's good for the goats. They seem to be fine with it. Um, we switched to pelleted um, bedding. That seems to work out a lot better. And then of course we use lime as well. That keeps the odor down. Um, oh, installed a couple fans in both stalls. That was a win. So obviously, one the wind blows that way, one the wind blows that way, and it just kind of keeps circulating it around. I've got my lovely lady who loves doing her barn chores, aka giving hubby the afternoon off because it's been a long couple days. And that is where we're gonna go take a walk and show you my new toy. Sorry, guys. I had to stop and check on my brisket real quick. So, anyway, So about this new thing, new addition. I grew up loving muscle cars. Loved them. I wanted a Pontiac Trans Am and a Chevelle and all of them. As it turns out, those are not cheap cars to own these days. So I kind of switched my passions up a little bit when we bought this place and really learned to fall in love with tractors. So we're still working on the case. We've got the International 484. But I still felt like something was missing. My piece of the muscle car, muscle tractor era, whatever you want to call it. So the other day I went to an auction with a buddy, and leading up to it, I was nervous. I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm going to get this, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, threw my hand up about 50 times. By the end of it, I was shaking, but the gavel dropped, and I won a 1961 Farmall 560 diesel. Wide front, obviously. Has the high flow hydraulic pump. The torque amplifier surprisingly works. As you can see, it's in solid shape. It needs good degreasing and stuff. Gave it a bath today, but the tin on it is surprisingly straight. I mean, for being 65 years old, yeah, it'll need a new grill eventually. But I mean, like, just looking down through, anyone that knows anything about these farmalls knows that these things get dinged up when you look at them wrong. And I mean, so for it to be this straight is just something. So anyway, yeah. So we've got the high flow hydro pump. Runs like a top. It's ready to go for fast hitch. Let's see. Let's take a look at the tack. So it says it has 1,336 hours. I'm not so sure that's accurate, but that's all right. It runs really well. Um, all I did really was, wow, excuse me. When we got it back, bought it about an hour and a half away. No, not that much. About an hour away. Uh, when we got it back, I drained the fuel. My buddy and I, we changed the oil. It had been sitting for a long time. What a long time is, I have no idea, but it had been sitting for a very long time. Because when we drained the fuel out of it, it was no longer the nice pink off-road diesel color that you typically see fresh out of the pump. It more so looked like rust, just straight up rust. So again, we drained the fuel out of it, put new fuel filters on it, changed the oil, new oil filter, double check the air filter, which it doesn't actually have one. I got to work on that. What else did I do? Oh, did the resistance checks on the glow plugs, made sure that they were hanging out where they needed to be. Because when it was on the block, we couldn't get it to start. Like, I was nervous. I'm like, oh my God, I just bought a total lemon. And so anyway, as it turned out, got the fuel changed, oil changed, and primed up the fuel system, and I just said a prayer. I'm like, oh man, please start up. And so I warmed up the glow plugs for about 10 seconds, hit the button, and it took right off. I mean, like it just came out of the showroom floor. I was blown away. Oil pressure came up. All right, awesome. We're off to a great start. Put it in third gear. I mean, the thing runs like a top. And so anyway, I guess at this point you're probably tired of me yapping. And by the way, just so anyone's wondering, if you know anything about the TAs on these things, they're pretty sensitive. It does work. It engages. She drops down, and the torque amplifier works. So all in all, I mean, considering for what we paid for it, I'm pretty happy with what I feel was a pretty big gamble. But yeah, let's start this thing. It's pretty cold, so you probably want to see that, and probably tired of hearing me yap. So again, it's pretty cold. I can easily touch the exhaust. It's been sitting here for like an hour or two. Plus, I gave it a bath. I mean, it's cold down, so Yeah, I've got you all hanging out right here. Should be able to hear it. And yeah, we're gonna start this thing up. So again, like I like to give it like 10 to 15 seconds of glow plug. These 560 diesels are notoriously cold-blooded. I mean, and I discovered that. Like, I think I got lucky with the first start, um, but outside of that, it's still pretty cold-blooded. So, just giving it some glow plug and see what it does. So you hear it running. It runs really well. Again, great oil pressure. Um, it pretty much smooths out after about a minute or two. You know, it kind of does a little bit of surging idle, but I'm not too concerned about that as long as it doesn't smoke like the Dickens. At this point, you've pretty much seen anything that we've got going on here lately. I'm gonna go show this off to Grandma. She hasn't seen it yet. Anyway, hey, thanks so much for joining us this time at Nothing Fancy Acres. I can't guarantee you when the next video will come out, but we always look forward to having you join us. Have a good evening.